Today I want to talk about something that I think is very, very crucial for all of us, and that's standing your ground. Because people in life they'll try to mold you, they'll try to change you, and they will try to fit you into their expectations. They will try to conform you to fit their needs. But we all have the power and the right to form our own path in life. And we can't let them push us around. Welcome back to another episode of Sweat Talk. My name is Chad. And today I want to talk about standing firm or standing your ground. Think about how much of yourself you've had to hold back just to make someone else comfortable. There's people in this world, they'll come into your life for a season or maybe even for a moment. And they'll ask you to change things that are essential to who you are. They'll try to get you to change your mind and change your narrative, or change the way that you operate and do things to fit their needs. Sometimes it might be unfortunate, but we can't change another person's mind. Even if that person is heading down the wrong path in life, it's somebody that we love, somebody we care about. Maybe they're constantly going to jail, or they're hooked on drugs or alcohol. Even though we want to change them for the better, we can't. So this goes both ways, but we can't let that person change us. We have to stand our ground with our beliefs. But people will want to change us because it suits them better. But anybody who ever asks you to change your true, authentic self for their convenience is not there for your growth. They're there for their own agenda. We have to embrace our own path because each one of us has a unique journey, and that journey is what shapes us and our future. That journey shapes who we are. And those experiences, they're not random. Those experiences, they've crafted who you're meant to be with the insights and the voice that only you can bring to the world. And that's far more powerful than most people realize. But because most people don't understand or realize the power that they have, that can be extremely intimidating if you don't understand it. That's something that I've had to learn how to grasp by making this YouTube content. But that's also why people will try to reshape you. It's because they don't understand and they can't see your vision. That vision is all yours. That vision, that purpose drives inside of you. That's your guide. And we have to be able to find that inner strength, because there's going to be moments where you question yourself. When people put those thoughts and those influences into your mind and try to mold you, there's going to be moments, there's going to be a time where you think to yourself, maybe they're right. You're going to think maybe it'd be easier to adapt and conform and make adjustments that just keep the peace. Hello. But that easy path, it doesn't build strength at all. And that conforming, it doesn't help you grow into your best self. Because growth, strength, and resilience, they only happen in the face of adversity. From standing firm when it would be easier to just give in. Those are the moments where we all find out what we're truly made of. Because you have an unstoppable reserve of strength when you finally just stand up and say, this is who I am, and I'm not changing for shit. I'm not changing, and I'm not going to conform to you. I will not change to fit your expectations, and I am unapologetically me. I actually did a video on this one already, the power of establishing boundaries. I'll link it above if you want to go watch it. But setting those boundaries, it isn't selfish, it's necessary. Because when you have clear boundaries, you show people how to treat you. And it's like my mom used to say, no is a complete sentence, because you don't owe anybody an explanation for your boundaries. And when you say no, you have to mean it. Hello. And one of my subscribers, Brandon Alexander Walks, he has a YouTube channel. Go check it out. I'll link his channel in the description. And he actually just did a video about the power of no. I highly recommend checking it out because it's good. Because those boundaries, they're not walls that are meant to keep people out. They're more of a guidepost that show where a mutual understanding in a relationship will flourish. And when somebody tries to push you into a mold that you don't fit into, that's exactly where you draw the line. And you don't do that because you're rejecting them. You do that because you're protecting yourself. Because if you don't, you're going to end up in a trap of people pleasing. Way too many people have been there, stuck in that trap of that people pleasing. They try to be agreeable. They think that trying to make everybody happy will somehow lead to harmony in that relationship. And this doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's business, so professional, or an intimate relationship. Either way, we need to learn how to speak each other's language. Because in the end, people pleasing, it only leads to you losing yourself. Because when you're constantly molding yourself to fit somebody else's expectations or ideas or beliefs, somebody else's standards, you start to forget what makes you, you. And the hard truth about that is you can never please everyone. People will always disagree with you no matter how hard you try. But that's okay, as long as you don't let their opinions define you. Because I believe that our purpose isn't to be universally liked, it's to be our authentic self. This will allow us to reject the negative influences as well. Because no matter what we do, people are always going to come along with their criticism, their negativity, and their doubt. And they're always going to push those beliefs onto you. Some of these people, they might even mean well, but that doesn't mean that they're right. And when you're on your path, there's going to be people that they're going to tell you that you're wrong. They're going to tell you that something is impossible. And they're going to try to dim your light. You could be putting out the most positive message that mankind has ever heard, or you could be putting out the most negative message that anybody ever heard. No matter what, people are always going to force their opinion. But we have to realize that they don't see what we see. They don't see our vision. They don't feel that fire that's inside of us burning. They don't have that perspective or that drive or that dream. And there's always going to be people that don't get it. So we cannot give their doubt power over our lives. We have to be able to grow through adversity, because the power or the path to growth is always going to be bumpy. It's never going to be a smooth road. It's always going to be filled with challenges, and there will always be people that try to throw you off course. And every time you stand firm against somebody who tries to push you or mold you or change you or challenge you, you will begin to grow. You will experience that growth. You become more resilient. You become unshakable and unstoppable when you experience that growth. When you can take that energy, that negative energy, and turn that into raw fuel. And sometimes it's easy to think that when everything is running smooth, that we're growing. And there may be a little bit of growth when that happens, because it allows you an opportunity. It gives you a chance to breathe. But the true lasting growth only happens, in the face of adversity. When you can feel that resistance and you still keep moving forward. At that time, it'll allow you the opportunity to embrace who you can be. You are the only one who can ever live your life. Just think about that for just a minute. You are the only person who can walk in your shoes and experience what you've experienced. You are the only one that can ever experience the depth of your own dreams. So why in the hell do we give that power to somebody else? Don't ever let anybody make you feel small. Don't ever let anybody change you or conform you to them and their standards so that they feel more comfortable at the expense of your comfort. Because you are enough as you are when you realize what you can become. And when you realize what you can become, you will see that you have the right to stand firm for your own identity. You will realize that your voice matters. The world needs people who are willing to stand their ground. The world needs people who are willing to stand up and set their boundaries. People who respect themselves enough to say no. People who are willing to say no, I will not change to conform to you or to fit your expectations. Because you have a voice, and your voice deserves to be heard, and that voice needs to be heard. Oh, hello. Because there's strength in speaking up for yourself, even when it seems hard, when it feels hard, and it seems like it would be easier to just stay quiet. And when you honor your own voice That voice that you have can inspire others to do the same. There's endurance in that adversity. Life will throw challenges your way. Life is going to push you. It is going to test you, and it is going to knock you down. But every time life knocks you down and you stand up and you're able to brush yourself off, you grow stronger and stronger and stronger because you refuse to let it change you. Eventually, over time, you'll realize, you'll begin to see and understand that no matter what, nobody can shake you. You refuse to be shaken. We forget that letting somebody push you around is a choice. And we forget that we're the ones that are in control of our path and how we respond to that person trying to push us around. And begin to embrace that power. Find that power so that everyone who is listening, everyone who's hearing what I'm saying and understanding, you are more powerful than you think. You have the ability to prosper in the face of adversity. You don't have to let anybody push you around. You can embrace your unique path and stand firm in what you believe in. And you must stay true to yourself. Because don't let anybody else's doubts or negativity or challenges change who you are. Don't let all of that allow you to forget who you are. Because you got to remember, you have to be able to say, this is who I am, and I'm proud of who I have become. Because you have the choice to become unapologetically you. Your journey is yours alone, and nobody has a right to tell you who you should be. Stand firm, stay strong, and never let anybody push you around. So if you've made it this far, do me a favor, do us all a favor and go down in the comments section and write 2 words, stand firm. Just those 2 words. We all need to stand firm. We need to choose to be strong and flex the strength that God has given every single one of us. Realize our true strength and our true power by standing firm, standing tall with our shoulders back, and stop letting people mold and conform us to fit themselves and their agenda or their comfort. That's all I got for today, guys. I appreciate you guys showing up. I hope you're showing up for you. Thank you for all the kindness and generosity, all of your support, and helping to grow this channel what it is today. Come on through. I realize this channel wouldn't grow without you guys, and I wouldn't be able to do this without the support and the positivity, the gratitude, and the generosity that you guys are giving me every single day. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you for everything that you guys are doing. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace.